Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about having Aquarius on the 8th house cusp in a natal chart. Now, the first thing I want to get at is that somebody that has this placement doesn't necessarily mean that they will be sexually attracted to somebody with an Aquarius sun, moon, or ascendant. It could very well simply be somebody that is attracted to someone that embodies Aquarian-like characteristics, but it doesn't mean they wouldn't be attracted to somebody with Aquarius sun, moon, or ascendant. And they very well may likely be attracted to someone with one of these placements. But anyway, the person, as far as a sexual partner they may be attracted to, it might be somebody that might have some innovative or ingenious qualities, be very maybe scientific, perhaps eccentric, perhaps interested in esoteric subjects, might have certain idiosyncrasies, might be a little bit quirky, have some eccentric qualities. It might be somebody that's very has a very independent kind of nature, maybe even a rebel in some cases. Now, this person's may feel they require a certain amount of independence as far as in their sexual relationship, and there might be some strong fluctuations with this. Maybe this person may at one time maybe have sex fairly frequently and then may go through protracted periods of abstinence even. Because Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and you could see where it could be strong fluctuations in how things might be somewhat sporadic in this area of the person's life perhaps. Now, and the person may be attracted to somebody that might be interested in Aquarian-like things such as computers, electronics, esoteric subjects, perhaps even astrology, might be an innovator or inventor. The 8th house is connected with transformation and regeneration as well, so perhaps this person comes up with unique and innovative ideas that are connected with this. There might be some maybe has new ideas connected with recycling. Perhaps transformation may come perhaps through friendship or perhaps through some kind of humanitarian work as a possibility. Perhaps through maybe ideas, maybe working with computers, working with electronics. Now, the 8th house is also connected with one's death, and death may come in a rather unpredictable or unanticipated manner. Perhaps the person may have some problems with the ankles, with the shins, perhaps with their circulation around the time that the person dies, in general close proximity to the death. And there might be something where maybe this person even dies amongst their friends. I'm not saying that a friend or friends are going to be murderers. I'm just saying maybe this person, like for example, were to say if there was a heart attack or something might happen in the company, maybe of friends, as an example, as a one way maybe a death scenario would be. But anyway, another thing, when we look at the 8th house, it's also connected with inheritances. Now, the inheritances may be somewhat unpredictable. It could indicate maybe this person in one point in time, maybe they expected a lot from inheritance, and maybe they get maybe a lot less than they anticipated. And on the other hand, maybe in an instance where they thought the amount they were going to be getting would be very minute or minuscule, maybe they get a lot more than they bargained for. But inheritances, perhaps they may come through friends. They may come through people that are connected, maybe with some humanitarian work. Maybe this person inherits possible Aquarius-like things, such as things connected with new technology, with computers, with electronics, such as electronic gizmos and gadgets, things of that nature. This could be a person with the 8th house is also connected with shared resources. So perhaps this person goes into some kind of, perhaps they go into a business with a friend. For example, maybe maybe the shared resources are with friends and them. Perhaps shared resources might include things that have to do with new technology, with modern technology, innovations, advancements, things that are computer related, electronic related. Those are some things that maybe as far as the shared resources may go. Now, as far as if this person is in some kind of business with somebody, and it's connected somehow with their shared resources, which would include money, it could be, as far as investing may go, maybe this person might make maybe unpredictable or unanticipated, maybe at times even be a little foolhardy as far as investing goes. So I think there can be unexpected gains and losses through this as far as Aquarius on this house position. So I think it's careful. Person needs to be careful maybe, and be perhaps on average be a little bit more conservative and conventional in terms of perhaps things that are connected with one's joint finances and the joint, I guess you could say, the as far as the resources go with another person. And one last thing I thought was interesting, that someone that figured prominently in my life many years ago, that she had a Ouija board, and I don't know how much faith or stock I put in those things, but I wonder if sometimes the person with this position, since the 8th house governs death, could person maybe have an unusual connection with the death and with the dead people, and perhaps, and if you believe in that, that is, and that it could be a possibility with this placement with Aquarius on the 8th house, or at the least the person may have maybe an unusual understanding, or maybe new ideas that are associated with as far as the dead goes, and that could be a possibility. And she seemed to be infatuated with the Ouija board, and I guess she felt she had some connection perhaps with spirits, but like I said, I'm not sure if I even really believe in that, but I think she did. So that's basically what I want to touch on that. And anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for Aquarius on the 8th house cusp and natal chart. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about having Pisces on the 8th house cusp in a natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone. Because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.